Soccer has changed much nowadays, not only in the tactical plays and its speed, but also organizationally and even energetically. Tactical change and changes in speed, what's that mean today? Precisely because of the difference resulting from the changes in the training process, players are able to meet new tactical challenges that the coach sets before them on the field, resulting in increased speed. Such is the example of the basic soccer play 20 or 30 meters from the goal, whose predecessor was indoor soccer, which was a much faster game than the basic soccer in 1970s and 1980s. What organizational and institutional changes means? Have you thought about what it means to run a successful company, or what kind of person it takes at the helm of a premier quality soccer team? For example, when I hire for an interior level position at my company, potential employees must possess, besides the required skills, other qualities as well. That requirements grow accordingly with the position the employee occupies in the company. What kind of the person is the best suited to run a successful soccer corporation, regardless of its size? Let's set aside for the moment a former professional soccer career as a requirement, as it only contributes marginally about 20% to the coaching or managerial expertise and doesn't necessarily contribute to the overall quality of the coach. Why are today's coaches' expertise and energy, what we used to refer to as charisma today, important guiding principles from the locker room doorstep to the soccer field? Because the coach's ego, manifested, for example, in a mere playing career as a qualifications for coaching, and without the requisite coaching expertise, is the greatest enemy of success of a millennial soccer players. Players born after 1980s possess a completely different energetic footprint, directly opposed to the outdated energetic model motivating players with the slogan such as win one for the country, for the club, and etc. and etc. This has the result of the scattering the players' emotionally potential rather than being centered and harnessed in the player as a calm. Ego is the coach's greatest enemy. When an ego-driven coach enters the locker room and stands before 18 or 20 inexperienced, ego-driven players, rather than recognizing professionalism and expertise, one ego recognizes another, resulting in conflicts and misunderstandings. Naturally, everyone wants to succeed and win, but neither victory nor success happen merely because we want it, but because we claim it by playing exceptionally well. What are the situationally tactical drills and soccer player at his peak form undertakes in order to function at his maximum physical and mental capacity for the whole 90 minutes? Have you ever wondered what the reason is that an otherwise highly prepared team loses in intensity in the last 15 minutes on the match? I'm not saying only in the last 15 minutes the second half, but last 15 or 20 minutes in the first half, especially when we are aware that the team has completed a rigorous training cycle. We know that intensity is ability of an organism to respond to physical challenges. What situational exercise will the premier soccer club employ in improving its players' intuition and visualization in order to create successful outcome of the field? Just imagine the accomplishment of the coach who managed to bring his team into the state of synchronized motion, moving together like a flock of the birds, instinctively changing direction without any one player claiming the role of the leader, but all leading in unison, acting as one body thanks to the high degree of extrasensory perception. It is the duty of every successful professional soccer coach to show his player what is going on in his head, how the alpha, beta, theta or delta brainwaves affect his decisions even before the game begins, when we step onto the field, as well as 45 minutes past the final whistle. The root cause of the problems in today's soccer is the proliferation of the ineffective, outdated programs created by those who, for the sake of preserving their own narrow interest, forgot all about traditions and reputation of the clubs they came from, giving soccer only part rather than the whole selves. In offering this low-frequency energy, which cannot create greatness nor inspire it in others, soccer remains stagnant without the character, talent, and personal vision of the truly great soccer coach. There is no way forward. Think about it. What's your idea of great soccer coach? What are you prepared to do differently in order to have your players perform all 90 minutes at the peak intensity? What would you, fellow soccer coaches, and all those of you working in soccer, as well as you soccer fans, do for your players to perform in 90 minutes in alpha brain waves, allowing for the state of mind where information is received and processed at ease, resulting in much greater level of creativity and decision making and execution both on the soccer field and off? Best regards. Cheers.